explanation that makes a lot of sense. They choose to keep the covert, black ops type things. So I think that they feed the desire to know, maybe the UFO hysteria or whatever. So I think there's a certain amount of covering up, and whether it's for defense purposes or what, I don't know, but that certainly feeds conspiratorial thoughts.
Now, do you believe that these beings, whatever or whomever they are about to invade the planet Earth?
I believe they're here, and they've always been here since the Garden of Eden, when Lucifer came and then became Satan, tempted man. Man fell in the garden, and I think they're demonic beings that have always been here and will be here until Christ returns, and then they are no longer here.
Why is it that whenever something wants to give us information, give us knowledge, it's classified as demonic?
I don't know. Am I supposed to answer that? I don't know. I mean, what's
like
your question?
I
don't know.
Humans want to learn.
Is that always the case? I haven't noticed that.
Well, I'm just taking this from your conversation, where that the knowledge that was tried to be given to us in the Garden of Eden was classified as demonic or evil, and I'm just wondering why everyone, and I'm asking you since you wrote a book on the subject, why knowledge given to man or mankind is considered evil.
Well, I didn't know that was the case. I never thought that. I think God is the provider of knowledge, and I don't think that's evil.
So if it doesn't come from God, then it's evil.
Well, yeah, I would say there's two forces in the world. There's God and there's the devil, and there's good and there's evil. Mm-hmm. So in that case, yes.
Now, obviously, a lot of people say that they are seeing UFOs. So why do you think the government doesn't want to tell us about these UFOs if, in fact, they're really here?
There again, I don't know. I think maybe to prevent panic. I don't know. That's a good question, because it seems like they would want to come forth and explain things if they could, if there was an explanation to be given. Certainly, there must be some legitimate sightings, because they're doing programs, documentary programs. They've had news programs. For goodness sakes, Peter Jennings, before he died, did a major documentary on them. So there's obviously something there. It's not all aberration. So.
But if there's really something there, how come more people don't see them? And why are the sightings decreasing in numbers these days?
Well, I don't think they're decreasing. I think you're wrong there. I think they are increasing. They're just, they may not make the mainstream news every day, but...
Is that because mainstream news and media takes it more seriously than the fringe and the Internet people do? Because on the Internet you can say anything and people will believe you, whereas if it goes into the mainstream media, it's verified, it's checked, and a lot of the stories that are promoted through the Internet really have no business on mainstream news, because it's all a bunch of bunk.
Okay, well, that's your opinion.
You don't agree?
Well, I don't agree or disagree. You made a statement and you stick by it. I'm just telling you that I believe in that UFOs do exist, but that they're interdimensional, not extraterrestrial.
But can I ask you this then, sir?
Sure.
How do you know they exist if you've never seen one?
Because I have faith. I believe what the Bible says, and I think that the Bible tells us that these things will again come to planet Earth and will again affect mankind. And I think it's plainly demonic activity based upon fallen angels and their interaction with mankind. Jesus said it would happen again. It's based upon faith. I believe God's word. And let me finish. Since these things are manifesting themselves in sightings and so forth, well, I think that's what they are. That's my opinion.
All right, then let me ask you this. Are we alone in the universe? Did God just create man, or did he create other people in other planets, in other solar systems?
I don't know. Am I supposed to answer that?
Why not? You wrote the book. I didn't.
Well, I know, but how is a human being, a finite human being supposed to answer something like that? I don't know. There's no a record of it, so I don't know.
Then who is coming to visit us?
The demons.
Who created the demons?
Satan did in his fall in the garden.
Who created
fall from heaven?
All right, who created Satan?
God. He created the angels. In the Bible, it's called the mystery of iniquity. It's another finite question that the infinite questions the finite mind cannot answer.
Now, if we could answer that, then we would have the same knowledge of God, and if we had the same knowledge of God, then we would be a threat to the very existence of God, because we would no longer fear and we would understand, and therefore God would have no valid existence in our world.
Was that right? Well, okay. If that's your opinion, I won't argue with that. I just I don't know where you're going with it, but
you don't know where I'm going with it.
No.
Okay.
Tell me more about it.
Tell you more about it. All right. The way that I see it is that God said, "Let us create man in our image." He used the plural. He didn't use the singular. A lot of people say that's because it is the Holy Trinity. That is the we. What happens if God is not a single person, but a civilization that visited this planet thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago? Greek mythology is much older than Christianity. It's it parallels Christianity. In fact, Christianity took a lot of its events from Greek mythology. We call Greek mythology a myth, and yet we call Christianity a religion. I think that this is a little turned around sometimes. I believe that God created man in his own image because of DNA work. No, you see, if I was to write the Bible, I would have Noah first, because Noah, in my humble opinion, was not the captain of an ark. He was the captain of a spaceship. And then all the animals, 2 by 2, was DNA. Let's talk more when we come back from this commercial break. 1-877-528-8255 is toll-free throughout the U.S., Canada, Alaska, and Hawaii. Give me a call, Exo Nation. Ask our very special guest questions. The name of his book is The Nephilim Imperatives. Dark Sentences. His name is Terry James. His website is www.raptureready.com. 1-877-528-8255 is toll-free. And I'll be back on the other side of this news break with some fine words from our sponsors as we continue live and around the world. We're right here on the Talkstar Radio Network.
My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me. What am I to rhyme and do like this is good when you know you're down.
I know you've heard me talk about Margie Garrison, the arthritis lady, but have I told you about the time she was thrown out of an arthritis convention for telling the truth that most arthritis sufferers attending that convention didn't need the expensive and maybe dangerous drugs and treatments they were being sold? Man alive, did they hustle her out of there pronto. This might not work for absolutely everybody, but if you get Mrs. Garrison's program and give it a try for a year and it doesn't end up ending most of your pain, ask for your money back. Look it up for yourself online at healthstarproducts.com. That's HEALTH, healthstarproducts.com. See what the doctors are saying about Mrs. Garrison's program and if this works for you or a member of your family.
It's the most wonderful time.
Have you heard about the holiday gift Premier Psychics is giving to all their first-time callers? In addition to 10 minutes for the low price of $25, Premier Psychics is offering a holiday greeting special that allows any first-time caller to receive a full 10 minutes for free after their initial 10-minute call. So call Premier Psychics now, sign up for 10 minutes for only $25, and they will see 10 free minutes added to your account at the end of your first call to them. Call Premier Psychics today. 1-866-803-6593 or visit Premier Psychics online at www.premierpsychics.com. A very Merry Christmas and the best of the new year to one and all from Premier Psychics, where the extra E in Premier stands for excellence.
Once again, that toll-free number is 1-866-803-6593, or visit Premier Psychics online at www.premierpsychics.com.
Are you considering calling a psychic to read your situation? Then consider David Champion, a psychic medium for more than 20 years with thousands of readings under his belt. David Champion will make you feel comfortable. He has proven to be honest and accurate. He's a straight shooter. There's no guesswork. What he sees is what you get. While he is a medium, most of the calls focus on relationships, not only love, but work, school, neighbors, and more. Need help with finding a job and preparing for the interview? Are you dealing with people who are obstacles in your path? For more information, go to davidchampion.com, $1.50 per minute paid by credit card with a minimum of 30 minutes. For your reading with David Champion, call 1-877-702-8598. That's 1-877-702-8598. Now you can dial in to listen to the X-Zone Radio Show from anywhere in the world with Rob McConnell 24/7, 365 by dialing 213-401-0080. That's 213-401-0080. If you have a mobile phone or landline, the X-Zone Radio Show with Rob McConnell is now at your beck and call at 213-401-0080. That's 213-401-0080, 24/7, 365.
Well, I just got back from Roswell, where the aliens have been. And if you ask the feds the cause, well, they'll only lie again. Now I'm hunted by the gumshoes, and I'm wanted by the cops, 'cause they think that I might be the guy making circles in the crops. And I know that there's a conspiracy from the voices in my head. Elvis lives, that's clear to me. It's McCartney who is dead. And if the Mars men should come again and take me, I will go. I will take a trip on their rocket ship. God bless the UFO. Give JFK this message. It's the Cuban Army's fault. And I know that Dave Koresh is alive inside a vault. We've seen reports in papers of a guy who knows about a car that runs on chewing gum, but the Arabs rubbed him out. We loudly warn that America is badly unprepared. With the Cold War through, we need something new that can get you good and scared. Do you wonder just who is warning you of conspiracies today? We're the ones who fill the rumor mill. We are the CIA.
I made love to an alien near Roswell last night. We strolled along together in the pale moonlight. I had a funny feeling that something wasn't right. I made love to an alien last night. When she gripped my hand, I was feeling mighty fine.
Terry James is our guest this hour, www.raptorready.com. He's the author of the Nephilim Imperatives. And Terry, why did you? What was your inspiration to write this book?
Well, I think that I do believe that this is one area of Bible prophecy that has been neglected by Bible prophecy people, by scholars and by broadcasters, by teachers, by writers. And I think that this is one area that needs to be dealt with, the spiritual activity that I believe the Bible predicts will be prevalent at the end of the age, which I believe we're bumping up against. So I wanted to address it, and I wanted to do it in